Hello, United Rogue, and we are here with a good Ruby match tonight of Baltimore versus Vancouver. I'm here chilling with Saucepan.
Woo! We're chilling!
And we're here to, even though we're both Emerald, we're here to watch a Ruby game. You got anyone you're excited to see for tonight?
I don't know. I haven't, honestly, anyone in Vancouver. I don't think I've been able to, I haven't casted a Vancouver game yet, and I don't think I've been able to actually watch one myself on my own. So I'm very excited to see them play. I mean, I've watched, I think I've cast the majority of Baltimore's games this season too.
Mm-hmm. So you know a good amount about what they're doing. I know for Vancouver, I've played with 3 of them on a team before. We've obviously played against Icy a lot because I was on Dallas for a while. So Vancouver will be a lot of fun. With Baltimore, you got Choco Man, you got Cake, Trash Can Fran. It's gonna be all sorts of fun. I bet we're gonna see Icy as Kiriko because we know that's his favorite character of all time.
Per usual.
Per the usual, we do see Stan up in Vancouver for the game. So that will be interesting. I think he's playing support.
Likely so. He's a support main as far as I know. I mean, I have to. I gotta give him some props. I gotta rep my GM here. Wait. This is the battle of our GMs.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is the battle of our GMs because my GM Trash Can is on Baltimore. We got
the competition here. Yeah, Stan's.
Oh man, GM. Who's the better GM?
We have we gotta put some money down on this, I think.
Nah. But we got Gingerbread, we got Adbon, Choco Man's gonna be fun. I'm ready to see that Cassidy or that Tracer go to work.
That's what I'm excited. We saw it go to work last week. Definitely saw Choco cook on that DPS there. And so we're going into Elios on this map 1 here.
We're going to Well. Well is a lot of fun. I hope we see a Roadhog. I think we're going to see Gingerbread. If I remember right, Gingerbread plays a lot of ball, doesn't he?
Does, but we saw him flex onto that Ramatra last week. And speaking of which, pulling it right out. And I think that was the secret sauce in Baltimore's last game. They came in for that clean 3-0 victory. And just very, very good showing from them.
You have Choco Man.
Pull this out.
I like seeing Choco Man as that staple Cassidy. I played with Choco Man all last season. He was so much fun to watch him on that Cassidy just do some crazy work.
Yeah.
Trash Can has the Mercy, so she has like every Mercy skin in the game.
Let's send a message.
As here we're
seeing the Maga come out immediately off rip, ready to cook. He's got a gun in each hand.
And a smile on his face, that's for sure, as they're wrapping around, starting the team fight. Actually, oh man! Adbon went in, gets a kill on Fran, but Icy gets traded in the process. Here. There goes Gingerbread, already down. Adbon falls! What early picks on the tanks!
Oh.
Ooh, Choco Man falls!
Just back and forth of picks here.
Cake! With a double
Cake with the cleanup, and that's going to be a... That was a very, very back and forth fight there.
That was huge from May to get those double kills to help Baltimore claim that first point.
Very, very big showing.
There's that
good
first
wall, isolating that Maga. Baltimore applying that pressure there.
Absolutely, as so far they're kind of just poking each other, just feeling it out. I think Tracer's on the off angle. Adbon's in, and he got antied.
Oh, that's Suzu coming out to cleanse off that anti.
Cool falls early, but Trash Can falls. High noon already. Oh, he gets Adbon. That's huge.
Gets the Maga to bring it down to that 3v3 there.
Absolutely. I mean, when you don't have the tank, it's really dicey fast.
Yeah.
Stan falls. That's a pretty big pick to get rid of the Juno. And Baltimore again will take the point. You already have made
point back to their side.
You're about to have Rush, and you already have, Blizzard. That's pretty good. But the side of Vancouver, you're sitting on 4 ultimates basically. There's the pulse.
And it's immediate pick onto that Ana there.
And there's the cage.
Yep.
There's
The cage Blizzard combo.
And they got Juno, but they can't kill Juno. Vancouver.
That's gonna be a Vancouver just clean up there.
Absolutely.
So, large amount of committing of ults there.
Yeah, they committed really it was really from both sides, one ult each.
Oh,
so
yeah, I'm switching the teams. I think the Maze on the other side. That's my fault. That's my fault.
No.
It was only 1-1. It was 1-1 then. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
It was 1-1.
But, I mean, they did commit the pulse bomb, but does that really count? Come on.
Nah, that pulse bomb, you get it so fast.
You charge a pulse
There's
bomb. The Maga in deep with the rush as well.
But with the ISO,
and
Cole with the triple, the quadruple. Ooh. He almost got an A.
Very just clean in and out there for the side of Vancouver.
That was a huge death loss over him. Cool. Getting the quadruple kill. He almost got the ace, but he got robbed from it. As now, if you're, even though you're looking at Baltimore, they're at low on percentage. They have the two of the best ults currently. They have Nano. They have Rush. They're about to have Annihilation. Yeah,
they're closing on another Deadeye. They're closing in on 4 ults here.
Absolutely. It's time to start pressing Q. I mean, they have one in response with Juno's ult. And it looks like they're using it.
And the Maga is just in. Absolutely just decimating that backline.
He's making space. And there's
Which is a big deal for Baltimore. They're taking that space, but they are down 2. And they're not taking any picks to trade here.
Taco Man falls.
And
that first run will go to Vancouver. It was a little rough.
Yeah, very rough early on in those couple fights. It was very back and forth from both teams, but Vancouver seemed to just lock in, make those consistent plays, and be able to just win fight after fight to maintain their hold in that first point there.
Absolutely, as with Trash Can and Fran, they're not pulling out the Juno again. It looks like they're gonna run with that Ana Kiri. It could definitely work. You just lose that mobility that Vancouver has. They have so much mobility on that team.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think they have to run the on if they even want the chance to deal with that Maga, though. I think that it's into a Kiriko, but it's just who can manage those cooldowns better effectively, and I think that's just the win con for a lot of it, because that Maga has just been completely ripping apart the Baltimore backline.
Absolutely, as now you can see Baltimore has swapped it up. They've went mid. They've went Bastion. That's gonna be pretty interesting.
They went Bastion with the Maga mirror here.
Could be interesting as Smooth just getting some pokes in on the back of the tank. Trying to just get some pokes in.
Oh, and I think
that's
really
a big
ice
wall.
But
Advon is hitting low.
But that Susan's going to come out to keep him going, and it's just overrun after overrun. They're just charging one after the other, and that is Baltimore's backline, and it's looking like it's going to be a quick cleanup for Vancouver here.
Absolutely. They did a really good job target prioritization right there, getting rid of those. Getting rid of those supports early.
It's been consistently that way for many of their fights as well. Just consistently picking off one of Baltimore's supports immediately, almost every fight, and then using that to get another kill. Typically picking off whoever's peeling, or just cleaning up that second support there.
Yes. Now, I mean, it looks like Baltimore's getting regrouped though. You're almost about to have Blizzard. That's pretty big.
An early pick onto that Bastion, and it's going to definitely force Baltimore to have to give a little bit of space, space that they can't afford to be giving here either.
Absolutely, as now if you're Vancouver, you have Rush, you have that Pulse Bomb, you're about to have Cage. There's Blizzard. They get rid of Agnon. That's a huge
going to be deleted.
And they're going to get rid of Juno. Those are pretty big
just
picks.
Run down the enemy team. Very successful use of Blizzard, even if it just to pick up that tank there.
Absolutely, but to get the point and everything out of one ult, you'll take it every time.
Very much so.
As both tanks are about to have their ults, but Trashcan is holding on to that Nano, so that could be pretty clutch in this tank versus tank Q fest. There's Kasune Rush. Both are cages. There's the Nano.
That's a mess of Nano, a rush, double cage, pulse bomb,
man.
little bit of everything coming out this fight. And it's coming up Baltimore here. Not a single death on their hands either.
It looks like we know what would win in a 1v1, Nano or Rush. We saw that Nano win it out.
Very much so.
Pretty crazy. As, you know, you still have Bastional. You still have Kitsune Rush. That's huge.
Yeah. Wheels Kitsune is gonna. That's a lot of damage. That is. I don't think Maga with a Juno or Kiri can even deal through that.
Rush, but
there's the Juno ult. There's the rush. Support ult to support ult.
But Fran's on. Adbon gets traded. What a huge.
Just
they get rid of Trash Can.
Again, the back and forth, but it's looking like it's coming up Vancouver here.
Definitely.
The higher value picks in that fight early on.
Yeah, now with Vancouver, you're not gonna have an ult for a while, really, except Pulse Bomb.
No. Pulse Bomb and halfway to that rush, and then going into 2 ults on the side of Baltimore there, it's definitely a little rough on their hands, but we've seen them pull things out with that before, so maybe they'll replicate it again.
Absolutely. I mean, I think you gotta open this fight up with that Blizzard and then maybe try to get that Bastional to get some free picks with it as ooh, that's a big kill on Fran.
Very early pick.
Ooh, big sleep!
Blizzard.
Cool falls. What a big sleep, though, from Trash Can.
Yeah.
Stopping the Reaper in his tracks. Choco Man falls.
Bastion ult from spawn. In deep on that Maga cage, maybe? Oh, it's gonna get 2!
What a big... Oh,
the Hail Mary Bastion ult from downtown.
Trash Can barely survived.
Very, very good ult combo from Baltimore there, using the Maga cage to trap them in the Bastion ult.
Absolutely, as it was pretty expensive as they used 3 ultimates there, it looks like.
It's a close timer on this pointer that if going into this last fight here is if Baltimore can win this fight, they can likely take the point. There's the cage, there's the rush.
But Adbon falls for Cake,
Maga
and then Trash Can falls. Fran falls, that's pretty big.
Oh, no, it's Bastion for Maga.
Icy won't fall.
And Vancouver's gonna take that fight. As Baltimore had everything on the line there, and it's looking like it's just cleanup time for Vancouver here.
Absolutely, as Choco Man tried to stay on point, tried to get it. Cake is now on point. Trying to keep it going.
On overtime. We have the ball coming in. The ball he's locking in. He's bringing the main out. Maybe we'll see a flip here.
Maybe. We know how much he likes the ball. Oh no, cool.
But the Death Blossom is just gonna clean up, and that's gonna come up Baltimore. Not Baltimore. Vancouver. I'm switching these names here. Oh man. It's coming up Vancouver.
It is coming up with Vancouver getting this first game win. Play the game going to Cake.
I want to see this firsthand.
Oh yeah, look, it's the Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary cross map, all 3 in the cage, locking those 2 picks. And it's both supports. Oh.
That was huge.
Might not have been able to take the map there, but that is definitely a very successful play from Baltimore, and I'd be proud of that.
Absolutely. As I mean, if you're Vancouver, don't change a thing. I mean, so far it's been really going great.
And very, very well here.
So going into this, if you were on Baltimore, what things would you maybe want to try to do to maybe get better in this game too?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I think I think it's just Vancouver's playing better as the team here. I think it's very much as it's just both teams are playing very coordinated, like relatively. And maybe there's some misuses of cooldowns occasionally, or maybe a misuse of an ult here and there. But everybody makes these mistakes, even the highest level of players. And I think it's just Vancouver's arguably probably making less mistakes here. Like they're just, I think that is what was able to pull out, many successful fight wins. I think that's why they were able to take that first map there. They were able to just consistently chain fight win after fight win, making as few mistakes as possible, or at least making less mistakes than Baltimore was. So I think going into map 2 here is, I think it's just play better as the team. Be the better team here, and I think that's just the biggest thing Baltimore need to flip on here.
Yeah, if I was on Baltimore, I think my biggest thing would be is to really have an answer for that Reaper and that Tracer. We saw them all last game just being Reaper, Tracer, and that Reaper was getting
doing
so
a lot
much
of damage. A lot of value on that Reaper there.
Absolutely, as we saw like 2 or 3 great Death Blossoms just in the first game alone. And yeah. But we just have to see how can they stop, those two. I did like the Cassidy because it helped slow down that Tracer a good bit.
Yeah, the Cassidy was definitely a strong pick for to pressure the Reaper or the Tracer, either one there. But I think the picks were good. I think that, and then going the Bastion, mirroring the Maga, taking the Bastion with you. I think that's just a lot of damage that definitely pressures that the opposing Maga out of the sideline there. But I think, like I said, I think it's just you need to make the least amount of mistakes. I think that's just what this matchup is looking like so far after map 1. It's just which team makes the fewest mistakes, and that's the team that's going to win every map.
Yeah, definitely. It is nice though as how close they have been. Now, as we're going, it looks like we're gonna go to Midtown here. You think we're gonna see Gingerbread pull out? You think we're gonna see Gingerbread pull out the ball, or maybe he's gonna say Ramatra?
I would think the Ramatra here, if not just assuming the Magamir. That'd be my guess. I mean, it would be interesting to see the ball be pulled out and try to make it work, but they should have a lot of strength on the Ramatra there, or mirroring the Maga. I think either one was definitely a stronger suit just into this Vancouver lineup here.
Yeah, I mean this Vancouver setup. I know we haven't seen it yet, or maybe we did in the last little bit of the last map, but maybe we'll see Adbon as Doomfist. I know how much he loves Doomfist.
I was saying, speaking of Doomfist, they're switching, and it's looking like they're switching in Arnos here for Cake. So we're likely going to see the Gingerbread switch to DPS. Maybe see Arnos on the Doomfist, perhaps.
Ooh, maybe.
Could be an interesting switch around.
Yeah, I know they're both like their main tanks, but definitely we can see how this goes as we're going to Midtown. I think this will work also really well for Baltimore's, Kiriko and Ana that they have been using so far. This map really favors those types of heroes.
Those wider sightlines to play here on this defense point here as well.
Especially this first point, this is a really good hold spot for that Ana and the Kiriko. You can hide really easily, as we already are seeing the Maga.
No, we're seeing the Arnos is on DPS here. He's going to Pharah for this defense phase here.
Man,
not at all what I expected to see on this hero lock-in here.
Mark would be excited to see a Pharah.
Yeah.
It is his favorite.
Not lately.
We got Ramatra though. We still have Mercy. Oh, we're going far Mercy. Wow. It's gonna be interesting. As long as he can land
trying
those
to hold
shots.
this train up here. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to
definitely
see.
Gonna try to use it to take a lot of space and then whatever zone them towards the Ramatra May combo here. It looks like that's what the goal of this comp is.
Ooh, cool. Already hit low, but doing okay
Big
now.
Direct hits off rip.
Absolutely, getting
just a lot of early damage from that Pharah, but having to play around this Widow here on the side of Vancouver, and
yeah, that Widow can be crucial in this, but
looks like Vancouver's just about speaking of the Widow, I was gonna say Vancouver is just taking this space here. Just they do not care about the Pharah damage. Just literally walking through that choke, walking right to point, not even hesitating here.
Smooth going to work as that Widow. Doing some great damage. They need to find a way to get rid of that Widow, I think.
Yeah, very much so. It's gonna be a very quick first point for Vancouver here. It's barely even a minute on that attack there.
It is definitely a really fast capture, but we still have all this map. You know, you can still
the
slow him
rest of the
down,
map,
beat him up.
and it's just not even a lot of ults even coming online here, but the Maga going for the flank of a lifetime on this Pharmacy.
Absolutely.
So it looks like we're gonna see that Mercy fall. That's not a good early pick to have. You lose that res potential there.
Ah.
That's gonna be 2 picks for Vancouver here taking this, and oh, it's 2 for 2 so far. The poor cage on the lowly Kirika there, and it's just Maga's just cleaning up, taking names as he goes.
Adbon has been doing great though this series so far as Maga.
Oh yeah,
doing great. As we saw, so we have 3 ultimates for the side of Baltimore. I mean, it's time to start pressing them because they're almost at the end.
Like about this end here, yeah. But we had the Maga going for the touch spawn challenge, it looked like. Blizzard's going to zone him off cart, and they're going to take out that Kiriko there. But
ooh, they get rid of Adbon.
The barrage to melt the Maga, and
cool.
I want to say greeting for space there might have actually been the downfall for Vancouver there. I think that might have been what it left them a little scattered, left them a little uncoordinated out of position, and I think it let Baltimore set up for a big 5-man retake here. And though it was a bit expensive, costing them 2 ults, and when we have Vancouver here with both support ults online and that Death Blossom coming online,
they might C9 though. They're gonna C9. It looks like they have to fall on the point. There's a Juno.
Gonna have that orbital ray come out. Pair that with the Death Blossom on the Pharah, trying to pressure that Mercy, and yeah. Vancouver didn't care. They're gonna just pop. They're gonna pop 2 ults and go. Okay, it's ours now.
You got a lot of
time. They're gonna take an annihilation with them there as well.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate for that annihilation, but you do have Kasune Rush. You can start this next fight with Kasune Rush. You could also do the Mercy ult. I mean, definitely can work.
Either one. You can get a lot of value out of either one. And closing in on that Blizzard just about, but Maga's coming in on that cage again, so that could be real scary here, isolating those supports off, getting a few picks.
Ooh, there's like a
have the Rush come out into the cage, and the Valk.
And there's Bob.
Counter Rush, and the Bob. Bob on Kitsune Rush, just absolutely.
And Gingerbread gets revived, and he falls. Yeah, I mean, Vancouver pushing it to the last.
Just a holy Q fest. Very much a Q fest. Arno switching to the Bastion here and dropping that Mercy for the Ana. Hopefully to maybe stall this push.
You got to use that freeze, I think. You got to use Blizzard when you can.
Early. Ooh. Oh, 1 for 1. There's that Blizzard coming out, zoning off the cart. Maga just touching the spawn door here.
He is touching the spawn door, but he's about to fall.
3v1, soon to be a 4v1, but
Adbon falls early.
He's buying a lot of time for Vancouver to just take a retreat here, but looks like 3 of them are still going to be able to get out. That Maga coming up, so all they're going to be waiting for is that Ashe to come back, and definitely the touch the spawn door challenge, I think, gave them a decent out. Just let them say, all right, throw the Blizzard, use the Blizzard, zone us out. That's fine. We'll give you. We have 3.5 minutes. We can buy some time here.
Absolutely, as you have Cool trying to get the sneaky pick as the Reaper. Oh, he's right behind Trash Can. Trash Can misses asleep and falls, but Stan falls. Orunos falls. Icy falls.
But that poor Ramatra just stuck in the corner, trapped in the cage, and
they have to try to touch.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
there's the Reaper ult.
And even with that, Baltimore was oh my gosh, the letters are too similar to me. They're messing with my head a little. Vancouver's coming on a lot of ults there, and I think it would have definitely been at that point would have been a hard retake for on the side of Baltimore here.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just a really, really great offense from Vancouver. And now we're looking at Baltimore's offense. Got to be ready to push this cart really fast. They ended it with 2 minutes. You're gonna need to go.
You got to have just as quick of an attack here as Vancouver pulled. You got to have this sub-minute first point. It's like a speed run.
I mean, or hey, just get it to overtime, and even if you get there with overtime, you only get the minute. Anything can happen. We'll have to see as we got Fran getting ready with the Kiriko and for Pitt. I mean, not Pitt. They're going Vancouver. We both messed up.
We're switching teams out left and right here.
Oh well. As we're, I mean, it looks like the same comp for Vancouver, honestly. Ooh, I do like
just
the
that Widow back down over the Ash.
Ooh, but look at Arunos. He is bringing out that sneaky Genji. That could be huge, actually. If they can get rid of Smooth,
I mean,
that's
that early
huge.
pick on that Widow. That's a lot of sightline control you've just taken over now.
And also, if you get Choco Man to help out against the other Reaper, or maybe go in their back line. Ooh, there's the first pick. There's a big pick as Maga is going up. Looks like Kiriko
scaring
will
that
run
Reaper away.
Cool falls.
Reaper trade there.
That is a big first pick.
Yeah. And Baltimore's look like they want to take space with it. They want to definitely use the advantage of picking off the close range DPS there.
Absolutely. I mean, they're already back together. They need to get rid of this Widow that's sitting up high. Hanzo's up there.
Hanzo going in.
Hanzo! Choco Man falls.
Rough dome.
Absolutely. As those supports are trying to keep Gingerbread up. And Smooth dies. That's huge.
Gonna drop that Widow, keeping this Mog up just barely, and he's gonna fall. Looks like Vancouver's just gonna completely just run through this back line now. They saw that Maga drop and they said, all right, let's go.
That's pretty big, but Maga, already back. He's already starting to run back towards the point. And Choco Man just trying to get something cool falls. It's a pretty big pick.
Yeah.
They went full poke.
Especially coming in now that Baltimore's fully regrouped here, and they're gonna likely try to do something with this.
Ooh, there's that cage.
Right, there's the cage.
Fran's stuck in the cage. And Gingerbread trying
to keep that Manga up though, and it looks like it worked. Kept that Manga alive in the duel.
Ooh, it looks like Widow's back up top.
And we have that's a fantastic cage coming out from Gingerbread here. Just isolating that Kiriko, forcing him out of the fight.
Admon falls! And now Baltimore trying to hurry up and get this. Sand tries to touch point, but can't.
As now, they're gonna take this first point here. Not as fast, but it was definitely, this was a very, very clean fight from Baltimore here, dividing up that Vancouver lineup and forcing them to play way too many angles for them to be able to control.
I mean, the biggest thing here, if you're Baltimore, you gotta just get this card to the end. Doesn't matter if there's a minute or if there's no time left on that clock.
You need those 3 points. You need to get into that because it's all or nothing.
Kasune used early.
Rush coming out. Rush to rush, and the dragons
gets icy.
And the Death Blossom is just every ult in the fucking bank.
Every ult in the bank just about got used there. And it looks like Choco and Gingerbread are going to fight Cool. And they're going to fight Sand. Sand falls. Choco. Oh, Cool run
up here.
Hey, up high. Choco Man going to find him, it looks like.
Chasing that Hanzo down.
Ooh, he gets him.
Up.
And Baltimore moving this cart at pretty good pace. They still have Ray. Both teams have Ray. That's pretty big here.
Very powerful. And the Dragon Strike as well on the side of Vancouver here. But Vancouver's closing in on 2 more ultimates there. It's, the 70%'s there. So
there's that Dragon.
Zone him off a court to retake space.
Ray.
And then the orbital. The combo.
That's pretty big. Fran falls. There's Ray right there.
Right.
Oh.
Ray comes out right after the support line gets picked.
Oh,
and then there's the cage. It's just all Q.
They all need to hurry up and push cart. Baltimore going crazy with
worked.
this offense, though. That defense, they did not
Oh,
look the greatest, but this offense, they are cruising.
I'm with you.
Oh, it was just, I just heard every alt voice line possible there at once there, man.
And, you know, for Baltimore, now you're looking at, you have both DPS ults about to be charged. That's pretty huge.
And going in there with 3.5 minutes now? It's looking like very, very strong here.
Absolutely, as you know, for Vancouver, I mean, you're looking at just Icy really saying, like, you gotta save that rush when we need it. It's their only ult they're gonna have for a long time. And it looks like, though, Baltimore is still moving the cart. They finally are gonna slow down. Ooh, can they get rid of Hanzo?
Rush out.
Oh no, Hanzo runs away.
No, Hanzo's getting out. And the rush is just gonna look like a decoration on point, it seems.
Yeah, that rush from Icy didn't really do a ton, but it definitely
zoning ult.
It's a good zoning ult.
Still, it's buying a lot of space for Vancouver here. Is even though they didn't necessarily get a whole lot of picks out of it, a whole lot of healing out of it, it's still bought a lot of space and just completely forced Baltimore off.
That Reaper might be looking at a Death Blossom. I think he might be going for that Blossom.
Yeah, they definitely wants to pressure that sideline. Maybe they're holding either one of these DPS ults for that Maga cage to come online. See if they can get a good combo.
Oh, there's Bob.
I want to see the Bob come out. Early pick onto the.
They gotta get rid of Bob. They do. Diva bomb out. Gets nobody. Arunos falls. That's pretty big. Choco Man not done yet.
Backing out.
They need to start pressing Q, I think.
That's 4, almost 5 ults. There's Juno. And then we're gonna see that down. We're gonna see that rush come out. We're gonna see that Death Blossom. It gets nothing.
Cage Dragon.
Speaking of which, the Cage Dragon combo, and that might just be the cleanup.
The Dragon, he doesn't get the last 2. Sand falls, Adbon falls.
Baltimore's gonna clean up here. This has just been a Q fest for the past how many fights? Oh man.
What an insane offense from both teams to almost push it to the end with, Vancouver having 2 minutes 16 and Baltimore with 151. Though that's a pretty
difference. Very
fast.
Close, yeah.
I feel like that's for both offenses. You cannot be mad at that. That is a very fast offense.
Yeah.
As now, I mean, I believe we're gonna see.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be Baltimore on the attack again. They have less time. They got to attack again first.
They do. They are going to make the pressure.
It looks like we're not going to see any comp changes out here.
Absolutely no. Both teams are running the Maga. They're both running the same supports. The only real difference they have is their hit scan. You got Anzo versus Ash.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like the Ash.
It was definitely working a little bit for either team there. I think they were both getting value, regardless of each other's presence on the map here.
Absolutely. I mean, both teams have been doing a really good fight so far. I mean, we're in overtime with almost 2 minutes on both teams. Pretty good fight. If you are Baltimore, you want this to be as fast as you can.
You want this quick. You want that sub-minute attack here. You want to just get this point. You want to win one fight point and then just keep going.
Absolutely. Choco Man already getting some hits in as Reaper. Smooth already have
little corner here.
Absolutely, as Arunos tries to get a shot, misses it. They're waiting for the first one to fall, it feels like. Ooh, big run-in.
The Maga slam.
Oh, Choco Man's trying to cap point. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's trying to go on the flank.
Just taking that side angle. Maybe pull them away from that high ground. Apply that pressure. We're going to see Trash Can fall here. But Adbon's going to fall in tandem.
Arunos.
Hanzo falls.
That's pretty big. You got rid of their tank. Choco Man falls. Fran!
It's just the we're gonna take stand here. And
you have
Baltimore's got the slightly quicker respawn, so we have the Maga back.
You do, but smooth balls, that's pretty big.
Very, very big pick here.
5 versus
With this regrouping
3.
Baltimore likely gonna be able to take a lot of space off of these picks here.
They're waiting for the Juno to come back.
Maga's in going right for that at Kiriko.
Absolutely. As now they gotta start thinking about capping this point, and they are. Baltimore already trying to cap point with 30 seconds left in their offense. So they cannot basically get off this cart once it's out.
Not at all.
No, they're gonna have to
Vancouver's just gonna
stand.
concede the first point here, and they're gonna try to set up to just immediately push them off a cart and end it here.
Absolutely, as that cart will push through that front door. There is the big... Oh, Dragon's
There's the Hanzo
out!
ult.
Dragon's out! Doesn't find anyone.
Divide the point. We're gonna see that Bob come out.
Bob!
Lost that Kitsune rush. Counter rush.
Kitsune!
Q, there's
Yay!
there's the Q, there's the Q, press the Qs!
Oh, Choco Man! And it looks like, yeah,
And
Vancouver
after how many ults just got pressed, looks like Vancouver's gonna take that.
is a lot of ults, but you know, this is still Midtown. This, you know, you
Anything
still
can
have 2
happen.
minutes. You have 2 minutes to hold, so really you got like one or two really long fights. So if you're Baltimore, you need people that aren't gonna fall. It feels like you cannot let anyone fall in this if you want to win this.
Having these early picks come out, because now it is just Vancouver wants us. They have to be able to get either these back-to-back fight wins or just such a heavy team, just complete sweeping team fight win on this first point, and not even give Baltimore a chance to regroup, to recontest here, because it got through the gate and then it stopped, and that's the end of it.
They are going back to the Tracer for the offense. Now,
likely to pressure this Hanzo a little bit.
Absolutely, but with this Hanzo, I mean, if you're a Runos and you're that Hanzo, your first thing I think is you gotta get rid of those supports as fast as you can. You want those supports to be gone. And yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna throw in one of those. I don't know what the name of that arrow is that does radar.
The Sonic arrow.
Oh, Sonic arrow.
Get that zone.
Yeah, I would at least. Oh, he's just shooting right away. He does. He shoots it in, and he's gonna run away.
Get that scouting value. Maybe get a little bit of ult charge out.
Absolutely. As here they go. It looks like Vancouver is rolling on the bottom. Baltimore just
trying to take as much space immediately. They're setting up, looking for that early pick, looking for those early cooldowns. Likely trying to bait a Suzu out here, or bait a positioning. Oh,
ooh, cool falls. That's pretty big.
Collapse in from Baltimore. They saw the Maga went in and they took the counter leap.
Yep, as Gingerbread's getting low, they need heals. They get the heals. Icy falls. Smooth falls. Choco Man falls, though, in the process. That's kind of big. And Sand will fall.
And Baltimore is holding their ground really, really well here. Just waiting for that Maga to charge in, playing off the counter charges a lot so far, and it's been working in their favor.
Absolutely, and now we're looking at it, you know, for Vancouver, you've already lost half your time as an offense, and now you're looking at, this is kind of the main last team fight. You have to win it. Adbon's low, but so is Choco Man. Choco Man falls.
Choco's gonna fall. Trash Can's gonna fall. So right now on that solo Kiriko healing, but getting pressured by the Tracer is gonna fall, and it's looking like Vancouver's gonna take this point here.
Possibly.
You know, they're up 5-1 now.
Yeah, they're gonna take it.
But they weren't able to get that full convincing team fight, so Baltimore might have a chance to get a stall or a recontest here by that little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to be touching these doors like now. I don't think they're gonna get back. No, I don't know.
We're gonna have the legs coming back. They have the Reaper for the touch. They
need Reaper to touch now.
Speaking
and
of
he's
which,
out.
As you said, now went for that touch. The Maga is able to make it back in just in time. We're gonna see cage number 1. Where's cage number 2? There's cage number 2, and the pulse bomb. There's the Death Blossom. It's the Q Fest, and it's gonna come out on the side of Vancouver here.
Vancouver ready for them Q Fest when it matters.
It's just, that's what all these fights are just boiling down to at this point. I think I might have stand corrected with the making the least mistakes. I think it's just who can spam the most ults.
Who has the most ults?
Every fight's boiling down to at this point.
Always love seeing the Q Fest.
Very much so.
As you know, now
nobody wants to hold
Baltimore-
these ults for next game.
Absolutely. As now we're going with, Baltimore down 0-2. They definitely can still bounce back as we're going into game 3.
Bounce
Is there
back,
any
reverse sweep, maybe?
Is there any maps you could maybe think of that maybe would work better for Baltimore? In Baltimore's favor?
I mean, if they're gonna run this lineup, I'd argue any map you could play Ball or Doom on. I think trying to get some of their players on just their high value mains here, I think is definitely something they can use to their advantage here. I mean, maybe it's just gonna be, maybe they don't want to risk it into just knowing it's gonna just be a Maga matchup, but you never know. Maybe they'll try for something crazy.
Absolutely, yeah. You think maybe we'll have a switch up at tank? Maybe we'll see Arunos as the tank. Maybe we see Gingerbread as DPS.
It could be interesting. I think it would be very, very interesting. See that Doomfist come out. But I don't know if that's a risk they want to take just into this Maga. I don't think Doomfist likes the large Samoan man. I don't think it's a very enjoyable gameplay experience.
I don't think
anybody likes playing into the large Samoan man, to be very, very fair. But
yeah, with a gun in each hand, a smile on my face.
A smile on my face.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's just it's been a Q fest, honestly. It's really been down to
the first. I would say the first half of Midtown was definitely. It was there. You had their moments. You had that one fight every so often where you would just be every ult burned at once. But
yeah,
towards the latter half of that Baltimore first attack, there it just was. These major fights became entirely down to who can just spam all the ults in the right order.
Absolutely, as it looks like we're gonna go
out here.
I like the Rialto. Rialto could definitely be fun here.
I don't think we're gonna see the switches off the Maga here. I think it's gonna still just be the Maga map, but we'll maybe I'll stand corrected. Maybe I can caster's curse it into no more Maga. Maybe see something silly come out.
Absolutely, as I wonder if we're gonna see a change up as a tank. Are we gonna see a Runos pop on that tank? Are we gonna keep seeing Gingerbread be the tank? And we'll see how it goes. Honestly,
very, very, very curious to see what we're gonna have come out here.
I see with 25 cents. Anyone who could guess what he's playing.
We are gonna see the Arunos tank coming out on the Roadhog here. Not necessarily the most silly, but I'll take it. It's something. No Maga. We're getting something different here. We're gonna see the D.Va come out on the side of the Vancouver's attack here.
I mean, with Choco Man being that Sombra with that Roadhog could really be a good duo. You also have Sojourn. Sojourn with a Mercy Pocket. All you gotta do is land shots.
A lot of damage coming out from that comp there.
It could be really good, especially you're on that defense. You're Roadhog. Really, you got to get that first hook, and then you kind of they're just gonna fall.
Yeah, you get that first pick off a hook, and that just shuts down an attack there.
Ooh, there goes Smooth as the Widow again. Ooh, they almost
got D.Va off map there, but just barely missed the corner.
It was a good first attempt. D.Va coming back in, not doing a ton.
We're gonna have Vancouver push this Carter on the corner here, just opening up that sight line again to the Widow now, forcing Baltimore to play very, very defensively around this other corner.
Yes, now.
Then 2.
It looks like D.Va's going up top. Ooh, cool! Oh, he almost falls. Arunos almost falls. He's low. But Fran's trying to pocket him, but he falls. Oh, trash can with the res!
Get the res? Oh! Gonna get the res off, but it doesn't matter. Looks like
Fran will fall.
Vancouver mop him down, fortunately. Taking advantage of that tank being down there to just isolate and kill.
Yeah, and Roadhog will go sleep with the fishes.
Yep, and it looks like they're just gonna get this first point here without even a possible contest coming out from Baltimore.
Absolutely not. But you do have Whole Hog. That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
And for you know,
Whole
you have
in.
Diva Bomb. You have Death Blossom. There's the Diva Bomb.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. A triple.
Massive bomb coming out here, and they're just gonna clean up. And that is just looking rough for Baltimore. They're just barely even able to get a contest right off that bridge and immediately into the 3K, and it's gonna give Vancouver a lot of space here. And realistically, Baltimore's they're gonna have to, if they don't want Vancouver getting the second point, is they have to win this fight, because it's just by the time it's even caught up, it's just gonna be right on that second point there.
They have.
We're gonna see the Zarya switch out, going for the counter pick here. And
cool fall.
see the Reaper just burn slowly, just stand on point, not getting healed, just slowly die to the dynamite. But it might not matter.
No!
Get the rush out, but it's just gonna get that second point, and then
Kiri can't run away. Kiri falls. Now, I mean, for Baltimore, you got to regroup.
It's looking little rough, unfortunately. I hate to say it. Baltimore is just. It seems like a lot of the spirit they had going in those first two maps is definitely starting to dwindle a little bit, because it just looks like they're getting walked all over. Unfortunately, I hate talking that way about a team, but there isn't much of it. It feels like there just isn't much of a defense going on. But maybe we'll see things change with this Bob here.
Absolutely, man.
I had a caster's curse it. As I said it, they're pulling things out. I did it.
Oh man.
But it's
Stan falls.
It's trades for trades here. We have the Mercy solo heals coming up, but it looks like it's working in Baltimore's favor. As I said, I think they can hear me. I think they're listening in on us here. I think they needed to prove me wrong. And I'm glad. I'm happy to see it. It was because it's just these first 2 points here was looking real rough for Baltimore, but this defense coming out here was very solid for them. They definitely, took a few picks, definitely took a few deaths on their side, but they didn't care. They pushed through and they pushed Vancouver back here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. As you know, for Baltimore, you still are holding on. You're about to have 2 ultimates, pretty big.
And that OC plus Grav combo could be massive.
Yeah, absolutely. Grav with any ult basically in the game is good.
Grav in general can just be a very high caliber ult, and Arnos is definitely trying to play around this defense matrix here.
Ooh, there's Ray.
And I jinxed it. I did it. I'm sorry, Baltimore.
Arunos is back.
But the res is coming out, and we're gonna see that OC. It's gonna take a pick on the Juno there.
Absolutely, as Gingerbread trying to get some picks in.
The Kiriko duel in the back line.
Icy Falls is pretty big.
And Vancouver's backing out here.
They had to. I mean, they lost
the Grav, but they were able to still force it. It was all a bait. They let the Grav get eaten to force the OC. Let that res happen.
Yeah, I mean, now you still have Bob. Bob is really good. Both for the side of Vancouver. You are looking at that rush. You're looking at that pulse bomb. Both could be really good. There's the rush.
The rush out. It's an early picking of the Nash there.
Choco Man's down, so you don't have your Bob. Arunos falls. Gingerbread's on point. He's trying to contest. Trash can falls. And there's the bomb. Yeah.
And was, all things considered, Baltimore was definitely starting to turn that around. Is that you saw Vancouver going into this third point, nearing the end here with probably a little over
5 minutes.
It was a little over 5 minutes, and Baltimore was able to burn that down to just above 2.5. That's for as much time as Vancouver has, they did lose quite a bit, all things considered. And Baltimore isn't out of it yet. They were definitely trying to fit into a little bit of a groove here. Those first couple points were not their favorite, it might seem, but I think they're definitely figuring things out. I think they definitely seem to know what they got to do here to take this map here. They don't want to give up, and we have the Doomfist. Arnos is tired of it. He is locking in. He's pulling out the classic Doomfist. We're going to see Adbon on the Zarya here.
Yeah, I mean, now, looking at it, I mean, I'm excited to see that Arunos Doomfist. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Very, very excited.
It's really, I'm really excited to see this Doomfist, and really, this is going to be a fun comp. Choco Man as the Widow. Okay.
Yeah. I want to see this Widow duel here. I'm very, very excited. All right.
And here they go as now. Adbon go. Oh, Choco Man falls early. That's a pretty big kill. Oh, Runos. No. Oh, Fran falls as well, but Fran gets res.
We're gonna see that res come out.
Smooth trying to get another kill. Not getting the kill yet. Adbon just kind of chilling up there as Zar. Gingerbread falls. Choco Man trying to get that pick.
Widow pulling some dominance out here on this attack here.
Absolutely.
Defense. They're not attacking. What am I saying? Come on now. Come on now.
Usain falls.
Choco's gonna taking that off angle to Widow. Oh, back to back Widow picks here.
Pretty big to get rid of two of them. You got rid of the support and Smooth. Cool now falls.
3 for
now
4.
Icy falls. Zarya's it. You need to stagger Zarya.
Which is exactly what they're trying to do.
And they do. That's pretty big.
Nice delayed kill, and
I mean, yeah,
might not be enough. I mean, still, it looks like Vancouver's still gonna just barely get this retake here, but not gonna be able to do it as 5. They thought they might, but
as there goes Cool falls.
And there's 2. And
And
we have Baltimore here making
Doomfist!
sure Vancouver does not get a retake whatsoever here.
Arunos has done great so far with
Very
his
good in this Doom, and
Doomfist.
Choco Man just completely flipping things around on that Widow.
There's
Might
walls.
have lost that first duel, but he understands it now. He understands it now. And just
Oh, there's Rhine.
and we're gonna have Adbon just switching through the tank roster here. He's giving them all a little bit of a playtime.
Oh,
He's gonna get that
Trash
tank
Can.
on that Mercy right as they were about to have that Valkyrie come online. And Baltimore's just gonna back out. Ginger's
Choco
gonna
Man
pick off
falls.
Smooth, but Choco's gonna follow that Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, now Vancouver able to restabilize. They're coming back together.
Yeah.
Trash Can falls. That's
Another
a pretty
pick on
big
that
kill.
Mercy early.
Oh, there's the Doomfist.
There's the Meteor Strike.
Oh,
Right
the
onto the
kill.
Reaper coming out of Wraith. That's gonna be
Big
a massive
shatter.
shatter coming out.
Smooth trying to get that pick. Oh, Trash Can! Trash Can!
Diving
kills
on the Widow,
Smooth!
completely taking out that Widow. Battle Mercy to the ready here.
Battle Mercy as Choco Man helps clean up Juno. Icy falls, and now Baltimore again ready to push on that offense. They still have a lot of time. 3.5 minutes.
A lot of
That's a
time
good
here to
amount
push
of
to the
time.
second point here.
Absolutely, as Widow. Oh, cool! Gets 2! That's huge!
Playing up with the Rhine coming from the opposing spawn here.
Oh!
They're just duking it out in the back line for a little bit there, but Baltimore's going to take 2. They're going to lose Gingerbread, but looks like they're going to take this line with them. And the Kiri's going to fall.
Oh!
And there goes the Doom. And Vancouver gets the retake here. It's a very interesting cluster of a fight there, but very back and forth. And there's definitely moments where I thought Baltimore was going to take it, and then it was Vancouver, and then it was Baltimore. It was this back and forth, and now we're getting into the real deal here.
We are, as you can see, Baltimore there with the ult advantage for sure. Sitting there with some great ults. They've used walls. There's Ray. Pretty big.
Overlook come out from Vancouver, and it's going to get that
It gets
back-to-back picks.
It just gets the team.
And Vancouver's going to clean this fight up here with that orbital right there.
Absolutely. I mean, oh, they're switching.
See
So
some
far-
switches. Arnos is going to go in this Ramatra here. Choco's going to go into the cast.
And then we have
they gave up the Widow fun.
They're back to other hit scan.
Absolutely. We're going to have to see, though. I mean, that comp could definitely work. You have to get rid of Reinhardt. I mean, Ramatra is a great counter for Ryan. Really good counter with that Juno speed, too. As there goes the Juno speed. Big shatter, but he misses the ram. So he's able to fight them off.
We're going to see this OC come out.
No,
some space.
Falls.
Arna's gonna fall, but
Cool falls.
Take the Reaper, but we're gonna lose that.
So in the process.
And there's the Ana.
Oh, there's a shatter. They got trash can. They then beat up Choco Man. Now, I mean,
that was I had to tune into the Twitch channel to watch that. Is that Admon had 2 shatters that fight, opened the fight with shatter and ended the fight with shatter. I was just stunned in silence for a second. I was going crazy because we saw that shatter at the end, and I was like, what's going on here? I had to tune back into the Twitch stream to see what the delay to catch that up. So
that is
pretty big.
I see that early pick on that Reaper.
Absolutely cool.
Pushing Vancouver back just a little bit.
We're
gonna see the rush come out.
Annihilation
into the orbital.
Ray.
The Bob.
Oh, they've stopped the Reaper.
If you have an ult, pop it. It seems, as always.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to. We're getting to overtime, and now we're in the final point. You have a minute 32. You can't really afford to not win these fights. You gotta win it out.
It was just ult.
Yep. I mean, at this point,
we got that Nano in Baltimore here. Oh, early picking of that Cassidy. Trade it for a Reaper though.
Really big pickups there. As we have Vancouver trying to get their pick early, they can't.
Trying to set it up.
Another shatter! But he
big shatter, gonna pop with the orbital.
Falls.
We're gonna see that Nano come out. I want to see this Nano Ramatra just absolutely taking names here.
Absolutely.
Despite the shatter.
You have 2 on card for Baltimore. You're already trying to cruise. Adbon going that JQ. One of Adbon's also favorite tanks. He loves JQ.
We see another tank coming out. It's like a checklist. He's got to play them all in this series, it seems.
Gingerbread has to be ready with this Death Blossom. It is going to be critical.
It is a make or break if I were going to see Arnos fall early.
Oh, and there he is.
Speaking of Death Blossom, pick on the...
And he gets
take cool as well.
That's pretty big. Adbon's low. They need someone to
Cassidy,
touch.
Though.
They might need someone to touch cart. Reaper not getting anyone.
We have the Doomfist here now, coming back. We're gonna see Choco switch to the Tracer here, and take it to a 5v5 again.
Go into a 5v5. Oh, they
Bob's
hit each other.
Out.
But Arunos falls.
He's gonna fall, and there goes that Reaper.
Gingerbread falls. Trash can falls. Choco Man trying to stay on point. He's the last one. And they will not.
Take it. Very, very clutch Bob coming out there from the side of Vancouver. Not only getting it to stall the point, but stalling out the punch with it. Completely shutting down that Doomfist disengage.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, if you're Vancouver, you can be pretty happy this week. You went 3-0. Yeah. Pretty good. You had some great plays.
Big series here.
For Baltimore, I mean, those Q fests. Just gotta figure out what's going on.
Those Q fests on Midtown. Midtown was definitely
oh man, it was
definitely a map of all time, to say the least.
It was definitely a map.
Yeah, but I agree with you there, though. If I was Vancouver, I'd be quite happy with that series. It was definitely a little closer in that map one.
Yeah.
Starting to kind of edge just on top into that map too, and it's just a very, very dominant Rialta from the side of Vancouver. There is, made a mistake here and there, and Baltimore was very good at taking advantage of those mistakes. But it just it does boil down to who can make them the least, who makes the least mistakes, and I think that we gotta say that was Vancouver in this series here. They slipped up the least and were able to capitalize on Baltimore's mistakes a lot harder and a lot more convincingly.
Yeah, absolutely. But for that match, that ends it. But we're not over for the night. In an hour, we got another game. It looks like we're gonna have Miami versus Detroit. So we're going to Emerald, and we'll
be a very interesting series to watch.
It's going to be very interesting.
Tune in,
and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.